Well, g'day everybody. How you going? Welcome back to Manor Lords. You may be asking the question, so let's address the elephant in the room. I made a few really big mistakes when I set up the last game that I didn't realise that I had made. I've started again. Thankfully, I hadn't recorded a massive series, which is a really good thing, because otherwise it would have been just a wee little bit of an issue. So what I've basically tried to do is, I'll just let those guys go with that for a second. We'll go slow. Basically, what I've tried to do, that will be a message and end that conversation. Is get myself into a region that was set up very close to what we had in the previous episode and stuff. We had stone, we had a rich animal deposit. Fertility wise, I didn't even bother checking fertility to be honest, but it's pretty desperate like it was in the previous one as well. So that's okay. So we're pretty well in exactly the same position as we were in the previous one. I do apologize for the stuff up, but to be honest, you know, I was excited about getting a series running, and I know that somebody specific, Mr. Rambler, probably be rolling around cringing at old Simi, but there you go. So so this is it. So I've actually set it up properly now, and let's just get to where we're at, setting up a timber industry. The only difference is that we will be able to have a militia because we will have weapons being delivered. So I'm pretty sure that that'll allow us to gain some influence and stuff like that, and that's a position that we're why is everybody frozen? What are you all doing standing around? Get to work, peasants. So yeah, so that'll I mean, look, it was my mistake. You guys know that I'm an idiot anyway, and I've done something very silly, and I did do something very silly. But anyway, let's get over that. Elephant in the room has been addressed. There's no fertility down here, but we've got some underground water and stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to set up our houses down here, I think. Will be the place to do. I'm setting up the logging camp to begin with, which is what we need to get running. That is waiting for, and the reason why is because it's miles away, so it is waiting for it's waiting for some timber from over here, which should be on its way somewhere. Whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you, oxen? Can we see our oxen there somewhere? There he is, coming back to get some more. All right, so yeah, let's get back to where we were, which is creating our logging area now. Our logging industry is going to be in here. It was a logging and trading industry that we were going to set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this area for the logging industry, and we'll set up around here somewhere with our housing and all of that type of stuff, which should be really lovely, and get it back to where it was initially. So what are we looking at the moment? We've got 14 timber sitting there, which is really good. So we can start by looking at putting houses down. Now, one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to try and make some larger plots. More expandable plots, I think. So, for example, we might have a very large plot here. Maybe even a little bit larger, like so, and then we'll throw that down like that, and that'll be And that'll be one single plot. So we'll throw him down there. We'll probably need a couple this size, I would say. Probably to do some veggies and stuff like that. But we'll throw a smaller plot in there like that. And we will... yeah, I know, Noble Rambler. I know, buddy. I know. So we'll throw that road through there. We may even throw that road there through here as well and continue on through there, I think. So there you go. That'll be lovely. So hopefully he'll get over there and get some timber started, which is going to be a big thing. We'll get 3 houses set up here, and we'll get 2 houses set up over here as well. Now we're going to have... We'll probably do it opposite the logging camp, I think. Set up these 2 houses opposite the logging camp, I reckon. If we throw those in there, then that'll be our 5 houses, which will be actually quite good. Now I'm going to throw probably a marketplace in here, I think, in this little corner here, which I think will be a lovely spot for the marketplace. So I'm going to throw that in now. There we go, in you go. And that gives location for 24 places. We also need to get some water down, so we're going to need to throw a well in. And I think we'll throw... How's our groundwater up here? Not too good. We are going to have to throw a well in here somewhere, which is going to be accessible to all of those houses. So we'll start by building this one, I think, and we'll build that one off of the road. There we go. Should we do it there or should we do it here? I think we might do it here actually. And we'll throw another one in here as well. Is that going to be the best place, or are we better off throwing it up here? We might be better off throwing it up here. So I might throw that up there. We'll put a road in here, like so, and that'll go to that well, and that well will service any issues that we have over there. That should be good. Alright, lovely. Lovely. So we've got our 5 houses being built. Our logging camp is going to be a high priority, actually a very high priority, so let's get that done. I know people want to start building their houses. We really need to get that logging happening as well initially. So once we've built those 5 houses and we've built our wells, etc., then we probably need to consider a storehouse. Storehouse is probably going to be on the corner here, I think. Actually, I could probably put it in... I could probably actually put it in here. I could almost line it up with that as well, with that road there. A storehouse, a storehouse, a storehouse. We could throw it in there, or we could throw it in there. It kind of doesn't work out with the roads, though, does it? So we could actually even throw it in kind of like that. I think I might throw it in like that, actually. Line it up with that. Like so. Bring a road straight out to here. Also bring a road in this way. And out this way. at that. Because we're going to have our hunting up here as well, so... And our berries are way over there, which is going to be a little bit of an issue, so we're going to have to see how that goes. But hopefully that logging camp is done and we will get a family or 2 families in there. And what I want to do is I want to go into advanced. And I want to set up this area here as a logging area, I think. We might set that up as a logging area through there. We'll have 2 families sitting in there doing that, grabbing logs and stuff for us while all the other families build things. Now we need a woodcutter in here. A woodcutter is probably going to have to be in here, and I think we'll probably throw the woodcutter in. We don't have enough goods at the moment. Yeah, well that's fair enough because you've just spent a whole pile. Haven't you seen me, you dick? Okay, so we'll get this sped up a little bit and we'll get some of this stuff built. We'll get the log cutters will get in here. They'll start actually start actually doing that. Then we'll get yeah, and then we'll get a woodcutter in here. We may even throw the woodcutter in here, you know. These guys will start slamming all of this down, which will be fantastic. Yeah, off they go. Off they go. So we're going to get some timber sitting in here very, very soon, which will be really, really good. I do. Again, I'm sorry, guys, that I just messed up the first episode of this. So I've got a clear mind, and as guilty as I feel and as bad as I feel starting it again, then it's a little, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, lovely. So they're taking stuff directly to these. I thought it actually took them out straight away, but it obviously doesn't. Okay, where are we going to put our cutters camp? Probably in here, I think. It's probably a really nice place. What's that? There's the storehouse. Probably put the loggers right here. Or the woodcutters lodge anyway. We could spin him around like that. Throw him in there. Yeah. And then throw that road into there as well. Like that. There we go. There we go. It's worth noting too that if you make big long roads, say I made a big windy road right through here, if you make it in one hit, so you know, click, 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 if you delete that road, it deletes the entire road, so you've got to be really, really careful of that. So, got a little bit of rain happening, 7 months worth of food, but no fuel consumption because we've got no houses yet, but we do have 40 firewood already. Our hunting camp is ready to go, so we're going to throw that in there. And I think our loggers should be able to keep up with what we're doing. So again, the big thing at the moment is having this hitching post miles over there and the storage and stuff is causing a little bit of an issue, but we should be alright. We should be alright. The other thing that we want to throw down is probably a gatherer's hut, and I think a gatherer's hut would be best through here. So I'm trying to get a few of the of the camps and the bits and pieces, all of the bits and pieces that we had previously. I'm trying to get those in as soon as I possibly can. So sort of set everything up and make sure that it's okay. that we get to the point that we were at anyway. So we'll throw that out there. They can build that at some point in time. And we will have to remove this family from here at some point in time. What have we got? We've got 13 timber, so I'm going to remove that family now, and I'm going to have them work on this. So we probably at some point in time want to add a livestock assignment to this at some point. So lovely. All right, and I'll get those houses done. We'll have families that live in these houses. We will have work in these areas, obviously the same way that we were going to do it in episode 1. Storehouse is finished, which is a good thing. What we could probably do, we need to hold on to our 100 coins at the moment as well. Well, we need to be very, very careful about that at least. No slacking off. Hey, you, no slacking off. Okay, there we go. Alright, getting those houses done. What's happening with these ones? They probably haven't started these yet. They have started throwing stuff down there, throwing some of the supplies and stuff down. We already have a food stall here, interestingly enough, so there you go. Didn't take long for a food stall to go up there. That would probably be from the hunters, I would say, more than likely. So that's a pretty good thing. We could probably also throw, it'd be a smart idea to also throw a road through here. How do we want to do it though? We'll probably wind him through to here, I reckon. Like that. There we go. And that'll be a little bit more of a shortcut down to this area here. Now, food-wise, food storage-wise, we're probably going to need to at some point, because we're going to have a degradation of our food. Now, at some point, going to need to make sure that we sort of change that up. So, you guys there, work there. People, how can we go home? Okay, show home. Alright, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's good. What we might do is actually remove these family and reassign them to something else in a minute. We could reassign them now to the woodcutter's lodge. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So we've got two families sitting down there. We've got a family working in there, a family working in there. That's perfect. They're living right near where they work, which is a good thing. And we should be producing firewood as well very, very soon. So we've got two families. We've got two families working there. The ox is coming through, and I think the first thing that we need to purchase is another ox, I reckon. It's probably, logistics-wise, another hitching post. And we need to throw that in here. It's a shame we don't have a little area, isn't it? We may have to actually throw it in here. I think that'll be alright. Oh, it's so... It fits in there so well though, doesn't it? Like it fits in here so well. Well, it would fit in here so well. I could remove that road. Couldn't I? You know what I might actually remove that road. If we go into roads and I hold down Alt, I should be able to remove that little section of road. And that might allow us to put the hitching post in the middle, and it does. pretty happy about that, you know.
Come on, people, get
To be
to
honest.
work.
Alright, and then we can throw that into there. We can throw that into there. And we can throw that into there. There we go. Hitching post. Perfect. Perfect. It got rid of that shortcut, but that should be alright. Shortcut should be okay. Okay, now interestingly enough, what I did want to see was they do have water access, but they obviously don't have a food supply. I'm guessing that's because they're going to be too far away from here, aren't they? Move that a little bit harder or a little bit faster. That market there, oh, it actually now has some food in it, so there you go. Stocks damaged by weather supplies, so these guys should at some point in time have food access as well. Now that's going to be a long hike. That's going to be an absolute hike to head down there. What do we do? Do we look at another shortcut through there? I don't know. I reckon that it might be a better idea, you know. I reckon that might be a better idea just for now, just to try and speed things up. And we can always delete that road later. So we've got a well here, which is servicing these areas, which is fantastic. Right, lovely, lovely. We've got these houses here going up. It has no food yet. Probably because it's taking so long. We probably want to set up a granary, and that might be worthwhile setting up opposite the markets because that's where they're going to bring food in and stuff. So I think we'll have a look at the possibility of building a granary up here. Maybe on that corner, I reckon. But we probably want to bring these houses up in priority as well and get these done. So I think because of the horrible farming land, which is the same situation we were in previous episode, with the horrible farming land, then we're going to be relying on that meat and probably some veggie gardens. Which is why I set up this big plot, because the bigger the plot, the better the veggie garden you can put in there. So, and that's going to cost us 15 coins to set up too, which is not really a good thing. But they'll provide us with veggies, and what we'll do is when we build our next house, we'll do the same thing. We'll build a really big plot so that we can throw some more veggies in.
Step right up and sample.
Possibly some chickens in one of these burgage plots, I reckon.
Come one, come all.
Chickens in there. Alright, lovely. So that is done. That one is done. And what we want to do here is we want to throw a vegetable garden in here. Like so. And we probably want to expand the living space as well because we can. So there'll be a nice big veggie garden providing lots of veggies. So you're better off doing those larger plots in the beginning. You there are going to do chickens. There we go. Lovely. Alright, so it's alright to have chickens, it's alright to have goats, and it's alright to have veggies and stuff. It's when you start there we go. Did we just have a family move in? No, we didn't. I thought we had a family move in, but we had a family move into these burgage plots here. Alright, perfect. That's fine. We'll probably have whoever lives in that house, residing families. Nobody lives in that house yet. That's okay. Alright, so we've got a We should have another hitching post coming up here. These guys are cutting. Those guys are chopping. Lovely. And these guys still don't have food. And I think that's because this market is... Although the markets do, apparently the markets do have quite a reach. So maybe it's just they haven't picked up any food or anything yet because they're too busy working, which might be a possibility. Right, so that's all right. That's okay. So we've got a little bit of a road network. Once all of these things go, I'll probably get rid of this. I'll put a family into the granary at some point in time, and that family will actually move all of our food supplies. So what are we going to throw in here? Flax and barley. Well, we're not going to worry about any of that yet. We'll probably throw most of this in there at the moment, you know, because we don't really have anything anywhere else to go. So until we start building more boutique warehouses, I think. So we'll let everything go in there for now. It should be okay. Let's see, we're going to have another ox soon. Alright, and we have reached our first development point. So I'm going to actually, I have slowed it down. Now we did get a lot of, we did get a delivery of weapons and stuff like that, which we didn't get in the last one. Which again was part of the reason why I decided to start again, because I really messed that up. We are going to do trapping, and the reason why we're going to do trapping is it's going to secure our food supply. We will do trade logistics at some point in time, but I think for now I'm going to hit trapping. And then the next one will be trade logistics, and then the next one after that will be better deals, because we are going to be a trading hub. We're going to be a timber hub, exactly the same as what we were previously. We're going to be a timber hub and trading hub. So it's probably going to be the main province, I think, which we shall, by the way, rename, and this province is going to be called Vegemite, obviously. There we go. And that should... Yes, it does. It translates. Look at that. Vegemite it is. Vegemite it is. You can see our little road network that we've made there from the hunting lodge through here, and from the berries through there. So hopefully we'll be able to get half of this stuff organized before the end of this episode, and by doing that, that'll allow us to hit the next episode 2. There we go. We've had some eggs stolen by nearby bandits, but we can do our militia soon. We just need to get some families up, that's all. We're going to have spearmen. So we've got 9 spearmen, which is perfectly fine. So there's 9 men in the within the 5 families, so, or 9 adults. I don't know whether it's just the men that get sent out to war, actually, to be honest. I'm not sure. So, but anywho, they're probably going to start building this. We've got a firewood stall here. So upgrading the houses in the main town area, which is going to be through here basically, is okay. I may even leave this spot here for the manor. You know, I reckon that'd be pretty cool. I reckon it will be pretty cool. Should we put a road through here? I think we should. Put a road through there. So we need to, again, like we were previously, think about the future of what we're going to do and where we're going to put things. So we're going to need some more houses in here that have access to that market. I want to keep that copse of trees there if I can. We could put some a few houses over here, or we could throw the church there, and the church might be fantastic there. So we may consider putting the church in there and putting the manor in this area, right in the crossroads there, close to the market and all that. We could probably actually throw some houses down here if we wanted to, which I don't think would be a bad thing. What have we got? We've got 32 timber, so we could actually probably start doing that now, I think. Throw some houses in here. Another 3 would probably be alright. We'll run it right to that road there. That'll be alright. I know it leaves a little bit of an area here, but at some point in time, we'll do some decorations. No construction cost, cosmetic, and some erased shrubbery. It's a shrubbery. So we could throw one of these in here actually. That'd probably be alright. We're kind of a little bit short in regards to what we can actually put in here, so let's throw one of those in there.
Come on, people, get to work.
It's only decorative, doesn't really cost us anything. Hopefully, I'm hoping that these families, now that this is upgraded, do we have 2 families working in here, living in here now? We do have 2 families working in here. Perfect. We probably want to throw the hunter. We probably want to build a house out here for the hunter, which I don't think would be a silly thing. Yeah, we may do that, you know. We may do that. We may build ourselves another house out here for the hunter, I think. So what we might do is might build just a little house out here. Little house on the prairie. Well, that'll actually build 2 houses, so that'll be alright. And then we'll throw a hunter in there. There we go. So we'll do that, and then we'll throw a hunter in there. In one of those houses, and we're going to need more people. We're going to need charcoal burners out here as well, which is a direction that we are going in. I was hoping that these guys would, being in summer, I was hoping that they would. They have planted some crops. And having 2 families in here, it'll probably be a really good idea if they do. So we're still 5 families. We've got enough for 6 plus 5, so we're going to have 11 space for 11 families at some point. The granary has been done, so I'm going to throw a family in there, and they should go over here and pick up this food, which will be good. Once they've picked up all of that food, then I'm going to send them over here instead, and then they can start picking up all of the other goods as well and transporting those and keeping everything in the out of the weather. Certainly drops the amount of people we have exposed goods and exposed goods generic. It's certainly, I don't know how much we have in. We've got 12 logs there, so it's quite a few, to be honest. Quite a few. Although what we could do is we've got the forager hut under construction there. I think we could probably even throw a little house in here for the forager. It'll only be small. It'll only be small. It'll remove a couple of trees. But it'll be lovely. Look at that. Not actually that small, is it? It's quite large. Quite large indeed. There we go. There's another burgage plot there, which is good. And this one here, we are going to have those doing goats. Lovely. All right, now we do need to save. We do need to desperately save some money, so I do need to be careful. But we've got three different lots of stuff now. So we'll have quite a few hides, which means that we can create a tanner in town here. We may even be able to create the tanner off of here. It sort of depends on where we store everything, though, doesn't it, really? Like, if we're going to store shields and stuff in there... We started watching, we actually started watching, the burgage plots, the Fallout series on Amazon. Last night we actually started watching it, which was pretty cool. I very much enjoyed the first episode, so I'm looking forward to some more happening. Alright, so we need a church, we need a clothing store, and we need two different types of food. Well, two different types of food are going to be perfect as soon as we get this built. Let's go a very high priority on that and get that built up. So, one of the things when I was playing Land of the Vikings, I really enjoyed that game. But one of the horrible things was you could build homes around, like you could build homes around your different industries. Over that it was spread out, you know, like, so for example, if you had a mine out here, you build some homes around there, but there was no way to assign the people who live in those homes to working in that area. It was really bizarre, whereas with this one, the beauty is you can actually, once we get a family in here, then we can assign them as working in the berries and stuff like that, you know. We've got these families here and we can assign them to there. The hunter, as soon as one of these is built, we can assign the hunter to a house here so that he's really close to his work. So I think that's a fantastic thing. Has somebody started moving all of this shit? It doesn't look like they have. Definitely a lot of supplies sitting here. Firewood, bread, stone and tools. I really want them to prioritise moving that. I don't think there's an option to prioritise it. No, there's not. Here we go. Here we go in his little yellow jacket. Chuggy boom boom. There he goes. What's he going to pick up? The food? Indeed he is. Look at that. He's actually even putting the baskets in. How many baskets there is. That's fantastic. That is such a good thing. Alright, so we've got a couple of houses here. Which is good. What we want to do is we want to have these. We want to have at least this house built as well. But we need to get this built, and we already do have it built. So, I'm gonna throw a family in there straight away. How's that going to assist us? It's going to assist us in bringing in more food. How's it not going to assist us? Well, the first thing is we need to wait until this guy has actually moved all of this before we move a family in there. So what's he got? He's got 5 baskets, 6 baskets left. Next load. So if he can get all of that stuff into storage, then I'll feel a whole lot better, and then I can remove that family from there. Yes. That's the way to go. Where are you, sir? Here you come, down the road, but not quite on the road, and doing really bizarre things there. Off you go. There's a little bit of a parking issue there. Don't, what, whoa. Dude. What a bugger. What a bugger. They're all in there asleep. The whole family's asleep. No, they're actually out working in the garden. Well, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Happy with you all working out in the garden, but I really need one of you to go back to work. I need that stuff carted so I can get people in for berries, because it is summer and I do need to collect as many berries as I possibly can. These guys should have 2 lots of food now, and they have. So that is good. Just getting a family in there. Who's this dude? Here, traveller. Here, little trader. I think he is, you know. Are you a trader? Actually, the best way to find that out is to hold down tab. He's a wandering trader. Lovely. But if you had a trading post set up, these wandering traders, these randomly, without having to make actual trade routes, then these guys are these wandering traders still come through, so you don't miss out completely. My coffee is going bloody cold. Where are you people now? He's a bit slack. I'm a little bit disappointed about that, because I really wanted this food moved. Oh, the food is moved. Okay. There you go. Alright, well, you guys get out of that. Somebody get into here. Thank you. Lovely. See, now if they're all in here, then they're not up there. So, I think, where do these people work? Whereabouts do you guys work? Unassigned. Let's assign you to there. Remove a family. And the people should be these people here now.
Come on.
These people, isn't it? No, they're not working at the forage hut. One of them's a hunter and the other family's unassigned. The bandit camp. Where are you, buggers? Right over there. Got bandit camp there. We've got one right over there, and we really want to get out there and get some bloody influence as quickly as we can. Okay, cool. So you guys there, people, perfect. They work up there, so that's nice and close to work. I will eventually have these people working there, and then they'll be really, really close to work, which will be even better. We need to get the hunter out here as soon as we can. Yeah, no, everything's going quite well actually. So I feel like we're still we're at the stage that we were in in episode 1, setting all of this up. We've got a big forestry area there to work in, which will be fantastic once that's done. New mercenary companies available. We can't afford mercenary companies. What we need is we want more people to come into the village, don't we? That's what we really need. Yeah, this one's nearly finished. Okay, that's finished now. So what we'll do is we'll get the people that were living here. We can't. I thought we could actually move their houses, but they won't. Oh, no. There we go. Christina's in there, and Hans, and all of that. I was hoping that we could actually move them to another house. Meaning, I was hoping we could move them to that house over there. All right. So we've got timber. We've got plenty of timber. Let's we've got food for 7 months. Let's actually shut down that. I think it's those people that work in their woodcutters. Must be these people that work in their firewood cutters. I'm going to reassign them for now to the Hunter's Lodge. The Hunter's Lodge can take 2 people, can't it? Yeah, it can. So I'm just going to reassign them to there and bring in some more food because we've got 8 months food, but although we should really be building a stock up, shouldn't we? So they're firewood cutters there. Those people are hunters. Let's just keep it the way it's going. Let's reassign them to there and just keep it the way it's going. Don't get too complex, Simi. That should be empty there. That's good. What we need is some more families to move in now. And we definitely need the hunters who are living in there, I'm guessing. No, they're foragers. I picked the wrong one, didn't I? No families living in there, and you guys are hunters and unassigned. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So the unassigned family is the one that's out there working their guts out, doing all of that stuff. That hitching post there probably needs to be relocated now to here, maybe. Yeah, right to there. That'll be good. We'll probably need to connect that to the road. That one to the road. That one to the road. There we go. It's a complexity. It's a complexity that I'm quite proud of, to be honest. All right. So the next thing that we're going to need to think about is, after all that complexity, the next thing that we're going to need to seriously think about is getting clothes supplied to these guys, and also setting up a sawmill. And the sawmill is obviously going to be over here as well. So probably in here, I would say, for a sawmill. Which will be in production. No, it won't be in production. It'll be in resources. And it'll be a nice little saw pit sitting just over there. like that.
People, get to work!
Should be okay there. Throw that in there just to speed things up a little bit there. All right, lovely. So that'll be a saw pit. Now there's only you know, in the last episode, or the last episode when I had more than one family assigned to the saw pit. Well, there's really no point because they can only hold one log at a time, which means only one family at a time can actually saw logs. I know. Who'd have thunk, eh? You would have thought that you would have actually increased production, but you don't. So that was worth noting. The other thing that we are going to have to do is we are going to have to do a tannery, which we're going to throw right next door to that. Or are we? We do have a lot of stuff stored out here. Our hides are being stored out here as well. What's this one? Log piece, transitionary. Hides.
This is heavier than it looks.
Yeah. Would we do it out here? Yeah, we should, but we've got such a long walk down to the marketplace down there. However, we also have such a long walk. Maybe we could put a semi kind of industry in the middle here. Maybe over here. We would have put in a tanner there. They'll be kind of in between the market and the storage facility over here. Almost in between. Probably not bad. Not bad. We can start getting clothes done at some point as well. So, yeah, I think that that should be all right. We're gonna have to get some timber. Planks we don't have any of, so we're gonna need planks. We're gonna need 20 planks to be able to build our church as well. Which, as I said, I think we're gonna build in here if it lets us. And I don't know whether it will let us, so we'll have to see how we go. Is there any families we can take off of anything at the moment? There's not really, is there? Hitching post has been moved, or the hitching post has been complete. It's been complete. So we are going to need to spend 20 gold, 20 coins on another ox. And we are going to do that. Because we will have 2 oxes, and having 2 oxes is going to double the speed that we get some stuff done in. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. We should have 2 varieties of food coming in now, and we do. We will have clothing at some point. Once the tannery has been constructed. I think we might speed up the tannery and put that on high priority, and they can get that built first. But as soon as that other ox comes in, then we're going to be in a lot better a position. We still have stock lying around here. We've got 1 log there. We've got 12 logs sitting there still. And we've got a load of stone and tools and firewood. I thought we had more tools than that. We only have 3 tools left. So that's something to consider, isn't it? I do believe that the hunting camp, yes it does, it's got 10 hides in it. So that's alright. Let's keep moving, guys. Let's keep a little bit of speed up. and we'll try and get to almost the point that I think we are almost at the point that we're at in the fake episode 1. So that's a thing, right? Yeah. Ox. We just need that extra ox. There we go. The extra ox is here. So people will come and actually grab that ox and start doing work and stuff, which is good. So we should, as I said, things should start to speed up a little bit, especially once we've got an extra family or two. And that's pretty key. We need 2 more families straight off the bat. There's one. So I wonder where they moved into. Unassigned. Guiding an ox. I think they're unassigned. They're guiding an ox. They're the foragers. Those guys there are the hunters and the unassigned. Those guys there are nothing. All you got to do is put that over. So, well, it does say, oh no, it says no families are in there. What does it say? Yeah, no families are in there yet. So, it also kind of shows a shading of the supplies. There's some supplies sitting on the ground there too. No, that's built. That's 50% built. These guys they need church and clothes. Got water over there. That's at 75%. That's at 50%. Is somebody grabbing this ox? Yes, they are. Perfect. Let's get those oxes working. Now, at least our oxes both of our oxes are working all right. We just need to bring some more families in. I'm really concerned about this bandit camp. There is another one that's been sighted. There's one way over there. Ah, there we go. There's one over there, and there's one here as well. They're going to be stealing stuff from us. But we really need to get. I mean, I think we've got 20 spears, 10 spears, 10 shields. But we also have 10 spears and 10 shields out, so we can actually have. Oh, there we go. Our tannery's done, so we can actually have 20 militia if we need to. Let's get a family into there. Get that family in there, and they can start working in there. We've definitely got enough supplies. We're definitely doing well on supplies. I do wonder whether or not we actually slow down on the wood chopping. I wonder what the price we get between. I can't remember what the difference. I can't remember what the difference between logs and planks and firewood was. What construction finished clothing store? There we go. So we're going to start this. They've already set up a clothing store, which is a really good thing. But I think what we need to do is, we need another family to work there. We have nothing. We've got these houses that we're building here, which are probably a pretty important thing. Construction finished hitching post. That must have been a relocated hitching post, I reckon. And it is. Perfect. Yeah, so all in all, I think so far it's actually been a really good episode. Just waiting for those extra families to move in. We've got 6 families. We've got low population growth. But I think we've covered the essentials. So, but the big thing is But the mistake that I made in the previous one was I don't know how I managed to do it, but I disabled getting weapons. Saw pit is finished. I disabled getting weapons after we'd got to a certain point, and that was a really big mistake because it didn't allow it put us in a really precarious position. So most people who are going to be playing aren't going to be turning that off, and unless they're hardcorers. So I think we need another 2 families, 1 to work in the saw pit. We need 1 family as a floater family to move around, so we'll put them in the granary for a little bit, then we'll put them over in the storehouse for a little bit, because we've got plenty of room here for stuff. The woodcutter's lodge, I think, is full. They are pretty full, aren't they? Winter is approaching. It's October. We are mid-autumn and we've got winter coming, but we've got plenty of resources and stuff. I don't think we'll get attacked in winter, so maybe after winter we'll head across to these guys and we'll attack those guys. That might be the way to go, I think, because we need to start getting some reputation. We need to start bringing more money in, and all of that's very important. So I think in the next episode we'll work towards building up some more families. We will also work towards getting the church in. The church is going to be a big thing, so we'll get a church in, probably up here, I reckon. Yeah, I think that'll be a nice place for the church right there. Once we get 20 planks, we're going to make 20 planks, so we'll get that in. We will get the manor in, as the manor house in as well, which we will be able to do, because what we need to do is we need 2 level 2 burgage plots to get to the next stage. And to build our manor house, we need 20 planks and a small village. So there we go. There's the family that we needed. Let's get those guys straight into there. Welcome. Is that you? No, damn, why are people moving into all of these places? Hang on a sec. There isn't a family in there. They must have moved into this one. Oh, they're all moving far away. We can't really pause those places either, so alright, we just need 1 more family. We just need 1 more family. Yeah, they've moved into there. 1 more family. I'm keeping hold of that 15 coin as well for now. Just for emergencies. Have you started actually getting what you have? Which means these guys are almost, other than a church, ready to go. Perfect. So we'll keep those supplies happening. So yeah, in the next episode, that's what we'll do. We'll look at working towards getting the church in and working towards upgrading a couple of houses and getting our manor in, which is going to be in here. This is probably where you can see this entire area through here. In fact, I'm going to bring that road in, and that's what we'll be working on next, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Yeah, bag the crap out of me. I know I stuffed up, but for now, guys, I think this is a little bit better. I think it's a little bit better. So just in the sense of it was purely those weapons. It was purely those weapons. That was the issue. So anyway, we've got 12 militia there. That's good. I will see you guys next time. Bye.